Hey, Conor here, Neversink Farm, and standing next to our patch of overwintered onions. So these are started in the prop house sometime around September, October last year. And we start these ones in paper pot. And I believe these are 6-inch paper pots. Either 4-inch or 6-inch. I'd have to look. Yeah, it looks like 4-inch. And we start them in the paper pots, and then we plant them late October, early November inside of the hoop house. And they don't look very good. You know, when you're planting them, then over the winter, they grow a little bit, but they might even look like they're going to die. They just, they go into stasis. But as soon as things start warming up in February, they just take off. It's just unbelievable. Just overnight, suddenly they just start growing like crazy and become big, huge onions. And they're just such a great thing to have on the farm, because in late April and May, it's very hard to have things on the table at the farmer's market, especially popular things, and onions are really, really popular. It's a staple item, and so it's a great way to have onions at that time. And the overwinter onions, they grow to a decent size, and you can sell 2 of these together on a table, and people love them, and they could use all the greens too. You have beautiful greens with them too. They just look beautiful. Now, we've done this outside. This is Zone 5A, Neversink Farm. And outside is a bit tougher. In our zone, it's best to use like a low tunnel or something. Maybe we've done it in a movable as well. We've done them in there, and it works. But in a stationary house in the winter, man, they just love it. It's so much better. You can see, you don't lose any onions. Every single paper pot, we have an onion. When they're in much harsher conditions, you lose a few, maybe some voles, maybe it just gets too cold. It's certainly hard to water them in like a February or something on a sunny day if you have a low tunnel. So they just don't get the same care. These are Bridger onions, that's the variety. And we try to get 1 seed per, so we'll do pelleted seeds and use a gravity seeder. So we get 1 seed per paper pot. Then use the gritter to lay out 3 nice rows so they're nice and even. Because it's really nice to have evenly sized onions. If you have really small ones and really big ones, everybody wants the big ones. So as long as they're evenly sized, they're just much easier to sell. But I recommend any farmer to do it. And if you're a home gardener and you have a little greenhouse, a little hoop house, give it a shot. You don't need to do it in a paper pot. You can just do it in a cell tray. If you have small cell trays or something like that, like smaller ones, you can put a couple of seeds per and then plant it, same timing and everything else. If it's unheated, this isn't a heated house, but if it's a house where there's a lot of intrusion of air, you may want to cover it during the worst parts of the winter. But really great vegetable to add to your lineup. Just adds so much value to the farmer's market table. All right, so thanks for watching, and until next time.